Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing another little get ready with me. Of course, it's kind of my little nick that I do. So we're going to be doing that again today with new products, mostly all new products. I went on a Sephora and Ulta kind of haul deal. I used my 2,500 points on Sephora and I redeemed it for a $100 gift card, and I got a few things, and I picked up some things at Ulta and just trying out a few new things along the way. My skin tone has changed, so I've been self-tanning, so I've got some new things for that. So let's just go ahead and jump into the makeup, and I'll just show you guys what I have along the way. If you're down for that, just go ahead and stick around, alright? Okay, so I went ahead and pulled my hair back. We're ready for makeup application. I went ahead and primed my lids with the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. Of course, this is what I've been gravitating towards lately. And I primed my face with my Tatcha Silk Canvas, which is also what I have been gravitating towards lately. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. First thing I'm going to do is eyes. So we're going to jump into the new Morphe 35V Stunning Vibes palette. So this is really pretty. Oh yes. So it's got the little insert in here, of course, which I cannot stand. I wish they would just put the shade names underneath here, and that would just make it so much easier. But this is the palette. So isn't she lovely? There's a pretty good saturation of color in there. There's a lot of blues, a lot of like rose golds, some like tans. So really liking that. Yeah, okay. I think I have an idea of what I'm going to do. I think we're going to have some fun today. What I'm going to do is jump into, this little insert is so useless. Like, okay, let me try and tell you guys the shade names that I'm going to use. So we're going to use this shade right here called Hit It Off. And then we're going to jump into this shade right here called Heat. And then last, we're going to jump over here into this shade right here called Crush. If you guys can see, yeah, Crush. So, that's what we will be doing. So let me just go ahead and jump into that now that we've got the shade names out of the way. I can throw that little thing out of my way. Let's grab some brushes. So I'm just going to jump into my Morphe M504. Just drop that into Hit It Off. I just love Morphe palettes. Like, the consistency of the shadows is so good, I feel like. Like, I've never got a Morphe palette and been like, oh, this really sucks, or I really can't blend it, or it's just not pigmented, or, I mean, just anything. Nothing like that. Morphe has yet to let me down. Okay, I got a little bit of blue on there. Now I want to jump into that orangey colored shade called Heat and just kind of drop that right in the crease. And I will do that using this teeny tiny detail brush. This is the Morphe M562. Super duper tiny. I feel like I want this to be brighter. Like, it's just a little muted, and I just want it to be a little bit more vivid. Okay, so I think we're gonna use Bad Boy and Crush. This one right here is Bad Boy. This one right here is Crush. So we're gonna take Bad Boy and just kind of dip that in the outer V area, and then take Crush and just smear that over the rest of the lid. I love how I'm just gonna smear it all over the rest of the lid. Like that's really what I'm gonna do. No, I'm gonna lightly apply it, but in a fast like motion. So this is my routine. She's a weird one. Get with it. So I'm just using my little stamper brush and just dipping into that darker shade of purple. Just patting that in the outer V. Now I'm just going to take my little pinky finger and apply that shimmer shade, just because shimmer's going better with a finger, I feel like. And oh, that is pretty. Beautiful. Yes, I'm loving the purple. I feel like I'm going to have to go back in and add a little bit more of that shade Heat, just because it kind of got washed out a bit, and I still want that pop of orange, just to kind of liven things up a bit. but we'll go back into that in a little bit. So now what I want to do is just take this giant Jeffree Star brush. This is the JS number 4. And I'm going to dip that back into that shade Heat, that orange shade, and just dust this on the outer area. Ooh, I probably should have used a smaller brush. But it's okay because we're going over it with our foundation. This is why we did our eyes first. Yeah, I think I'm going to grab a smaller brush. This is just the JS number 6. And outline this eye with the orange shade rather than use that giant fluffy brush. Maybe that'll work a little bit better. I don't have to do so much correcting. Oh yeah, already so much better. I should have known. So I feel like we'll probably have to step back into the palette to clean things up a bit after we've got the foundation on, but we've at least got our layered first look. I mean, we definitely need to go back in and do the lower lash line, of course, but we'll do that after foundation and concealer. So let's go ahead and jump into that. So what I have for our foundation today. Okay. So what I have is a sample of the Laura Mercier Flawless Foundation. Flawless Radiance Foundation, if that makes a difference. Radiance. I have it in the shade Linen. I swatched it in store and it seemed like a pretty good match, so we're gonna try it. I mean, of course, the rest of my body is more tan than my face. So let's test this out and see how we like it. I've never used a Laura Mercier foundation, so this will be interesting. Oh, and I also got this. So they're having this is Memorial Day sale. Obviously this will be going up way after that, so none of these things will probably be on sale anymore. But I got this. It's actually a magnetic beauty stand. Like it's designed to go with these magnetic brushes, and they stand upright, like on the stand. They just stand up on it. But I didn't buy it for the brushes. I bought it so that I could use it as a palette, because I've just been using the back of my hand, and I was like, oh my god, this will be perfect, because it was on sale for like $6 or something, and I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. So I do have this. So this is neat. Nice little mirror. So I'm gonna go ahead and dump out some of that foundation onto this palette. Now, something else that I got at Sephora is the Versali Liquid Glass. And this is like a skin serum, skin enhancer, whatever you want to call it. It is Radiance Make Skin Serum with oh wait, that doesn't even make any sense. Radiance Make Skin Serum with hyaluronic acid. Yeah, that's what it's called. Okay. Interesting. Directions. Uses a Radiance Skin Serum or as a primer before makeup application. Maybe applied prior to, mixed with, or layered on top of skincare or makeup for a luminous finish. So I'm actually going to mix like 2 drops of this in with the foundation. And let's just see like what kind of glow that's going to give us today. Even though it's already a radiant foundation, I just really love this stuff. So we're going to try it out. So I don't have anything to mix it with, so I'm just going to use the end of this little Jeffree Star brush and just mix everything together on my little palette here. Okay, now I'm picking that up on my Real Technique sponge and just bouncing that into place. That is actually a pretty good shade match. Way to go. My girl Allison hooked me up. She actually matched me to this. So thank you, girl, because it's working out beautifully. I've just been struggling so much lately to find something that matches my skin tone, just because I've been tanning and, well, no, I mean self-tanning, and everything is a different shade every day. But this one seems to work today. So, yay! Okay, so we need a bit of contour. So we're just going to use our Hoola contour stick. Okay? Okay. I need to get something new for this because this is almost like done for. And I kind of like the idea of the stick, but I could go for a powder just to change it up a bit. I don't know. I feel like I want to try a powder. What are some good powder contours that you guys know of? Sound off in the comments, please, and thank you. Your girl needs to know. High-end and drugstore, because I like both. I heard that you were talking shit and you didn't think that I would hear it. Like randomly the other day, I say the other day, it was yesterday. It was yesterday. My Google Play shuffle just randomly played Hollaback Girl, and I was just like, okay, like throwback, but thank you. I needed that. Didn't realize I needed it, but I did. So maybe you guys don't realize you need it too. But I hated that song back in the day. Could not stand that song. And now I was like in the car all like, few times been around that track. Like, yeah, are you serious? I was all about it. Could not stand that song, and I just think it's so funny how it's like, how many years later, and I'm like singing all the words to it and getting down with it, and my kid's in the back seat and she's like, yeah, like, life is funny. Okay, so we've got our contour on. Now we need a concealer. So our concealer today, I picked up the Accomplice concealer with one of my $100 gift cards that I had from Marc Jacobs, and I have it in the shade Light 23. I hope this matches. I tried it, I swatched it in store to see like what was going to be closest, and this one I felt like was going to work the best. So let's try it out, if I can get it out of the box, that is, without bending or breaking my papery nails. Okay, so what do we think? This will probably work pretty well. She's thick. Got a good full coverage, that's for sure. But I like that it's in a stick. I like that a lot. Oh my god, I love this concealer. Holy crap. This stuff is amazing. Yeah, this stuff is great. Great coverage, blends out beautifully. Super full coverage. Goes on nice and smooth. It's in a stick form, which, oh my gosh, I love. Yeah, girl, killing it. Marc Jacobs. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love this concealer. I love this concealer. Okay, so now what I have is the new Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Blurring Powder Foundation. And I have it in the shade 250. So this is, I think, going to be a pretty good match. This is also something that I got with one of my rewards. So Sephora is killing it with the rewards program. Like, let me just tell you, like, if you spend a lot of money like I do, you get rewarded like I do. So it's pretty lovely. I'm telling you, I'm here to tell you. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply a little bit of this and just get a little bit more coverage, set my foundation, and then we'll set under the eyes. Actually, let's go ahead and set under the eyes first, and then we'll do this. So to set under the eyes, I'm just gonna use my Fenty powder in the shade Lavender. So that's nice. Okay. So now I'm just going to take this sponge that comes with the Makeup Forever powder, because it's actually a pretty good sponge. Like, it applies a really good full coverage foundation. So I'm just going to do a little bit of that and just kind of go over my acne area. Cover that up a little bit more. A little bit on the forehead just to mattify that a bit. Make it not so shiny. We like the glow, but we don't want to be sweaty looking, you know what I mean? Now, of course, I always need that extra coverage around the nose area, where I have those broken capillaries, and they always tend to peek throughout the day, especially when I get hot or just sweaty or just anything, really. If anything happens whatsoever, it's like all of a sudden you can see all this redness around in this area. And it's like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer over here in the middle of summer, and nobody needs to see that. So that gives a really awesome coverage. It feels really good. I'm really liking that. Really, really liking that, actually. The coverage is amazing. It really covered up everything over here that was just kind of peeking through. Now we need to set that. I don't have a new setting powder, so I'm just going to use my Huda powder. Oh, wait. I don't want to put on too much powder because I forgot. I'll set everything after I do this. I want to use, I got the Nudestix, what is it called? Bloom? Nudie Bloom? Nudie Bloom, yeah. The Nudestix Nudie Bloom all over face color, and I have it in the shade Tiger Lily Queen. So I wanted to try this out for you guys because I've been really excited about this. I think the shade is just absolutely beautiful. So we're just gonna stamp a little bit of color on, or should we do our bronzer first? This is the problem with not having a routine. Let's do our bronzer. So I'm just gonna use my Fenty bronzer in Shady Biz. Here we go. Just giving a little bit of a sun-kissed glow to our normally pale and untanned face. So now let's go in with the Nudestix in the shade Tiger Lily Queen. So I'm just gonna, I think what I'm gonna do is just pick some up with my beauty blender maybe. Is that what I want to do, or just go in with the face? I'm just gonna go in with it on one side and see how that looks, and then maybe apply it with a beauty blender on the other. See which one works out best. Oh wow, that sheared out to nothing. It just looks a nice dewy finish, but I would like some color. So maybe let's try just using the brush. So that works a little better actually. Better than I thought it would. I really like that shade. That is pretty for a cream blush. I mean, normally I don't go for them, but this one, hey girl, hey. So that's beautiful. That just gives a nice flush of color. Really love that. Un momento, por favor. Uh-oh. Who do we got here? Is it a little Hyde? It's a little Hyde. This is my daughter, you guys. Her name is Hyde. She just turned 1 earlier this month. Would you like to say hello to everyone? Hello, everyone. Hi. She doesn't know much about filming yet. She'll get there. She'll get there. Excuse her. Plus, she just woke up from a nap, so she just wants to grab everything. I think she just wants to watch Sesame Street, actually, so we're just going to let her do that. You gonna say bye-bye to everyone? Say bye-bye. Hyde. Hyde. Look up here. Say bye-bye. Okay, so now what I think we need to do is jump back into the Morphe palette and fix all of this. So what I'm gonna do is jump into the shade Heat right here with this JS number 6 brush, which is just flat on one side and fat on the other. And I'm just gonna take the flat side and just kind of outline everything a bit. Now I'm just taking that same shade on that same brush. I'm just gonna outline my lower lash line. There we go. So now we want to highlight our inner corner. So I'm just gonna grab this icy white shade up in the corner called Knockout. This one right here. Just grab that on my pinky and just knock that right in the corner. There we go. So now we have a completed eyeshadow look that looks a bit muddy in the middle, where I tried to make that orange kind of fit in the crease and it didn't really work out, so I decided to put it on the outside. It should have been on the outside to begin with. Should have known better, but you live and you learn. So we're just gonna roll with this kind of muddy look that we have going on today. Don't judge me too harshly, okay? I don't like going back and redoing things. Okay, so now we definitely need some mascara. So let's pop some of that on. I'm just gonna use the NARS Climax mascara. Okay, so, oh, we forgot to do brows. Oh my god. Oh my god, totally forgot to do brows. So, what I have been doing lately is I ran out of my pencil side of my Urban Decay brow blade, but I still have the ink side, like plenty of that left. So what I've been doing is using my Anastasia Brow Wiz in soft brown and just outlining my brow and just filling it in with the brow blade. So that is what I'm going to do today. Okay, so we've got our brows on finally. That only took forever and a day. So now we need a little bit of lip color. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use my Makeup Forever lip and eye base. Yeah, eye and lip primer is what it's called. 24-hour plus. Yeah, right. Like, it rubs off. Like, if your lipstick rubs off and you end up having to rub off the rest of it, this stuff comes off right with the rest of it, but no surprise there. So it's something that you have to keep reapplying if you really want to get the best out of it, which I'm not going to do. So I just apply it one time and hope to God that that works for the rest of the day. Do I want to do lashes today? I feel like this look kind of calls for lashes just because it's so bold. We're going to do it. We're going to do the lashes. Okay, so lashes I'm going to be using are these Ardell number 207 lashes, just black. And I have been using the Velour Lash Glue, which I find to be totally amazing. I love that stuff. It doesn't peel off my eyelashes like I found everything else does. Like, if I find something that actually works and doesn't wear off halfway through the day because my eyes water so much, it just kind of dissolves the glue. So if I find something that actually works and holds on throughout the day, it tends to want to rip my eyelashes out at the end of the day. Well, the Velour one, this one right here, doesn't. So it may be a little pricey, but for me, it's worth it just to save my eyelashes. Okay, so lashes are on. Now we need to do a little bit of highlighter. I almost forgot. I don't have a new one, which I do. Oh, I do. Oh my gosh. So I meant to use this, and I forgot about it. This is a Natasha Denona Bloom Blush and Glow palette. It is so beautiful. Look at this, you guys. Look at how beautiful this packaging is. And then you open it up, and it's got the two creams, of course, right here, but it's got this nice little divider so you don't get them disgusting with the two powders at the bottom. So that's lovely. Love that. So since I missed out on the blush, actually, yeah, I already powdered my face and everything. I don't want to like go in too heavy with the creams. So let's just do a little bit of this shade right here. This Glow Extreme shade for our highlight. I think this will be absolutely beautiful. Let's go ahead and spray the face with our Smashbox primer water, as is tradition. So now, just using our JS number 3 highlighting brush, I'm going to jump into my Natasha Denona palette and use the Glow Extreme shade right here. I'll do another video where I actually like utilize this whole palette. I just kind of got caught up with some of the other products and just forgot that I had it, to be 100% honest. Oh, and she's beautiful. She's beautiful. It's no icy, like, blinding highlight, but she's got color and she's glowy, and I'm here for it. Yes, honey. Let's do a bit down the nose. That's pretty. There we go. So now I need some lipstick. So for that, I have I got this in my gratis. This is the Bite Beauty Buttercream Lipstick in the shade Mocha. Mocha, I think is how you say it. M-O-K-A. So let's try this out. Which I think I need a lip liner. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty sheer. Let's do a lip liner. Okay, yeah. So I'm just gonna line my lips using my Dose of Colors lip liner in the shade Nitty Gritty. Okay, now let's go ahead and apply some of this shade in the shade Mocha, I think is how you say it. So that is super duper creamy. I get why it's called a buttercream lipstick, because it is super duper creamy. Like, wow, super hydrating, loving the color. I think it's gorgeous. So last thing I have for our little first impressions get ready with me is from the MAC Aladdin collection. It is the only thing I picked up from the collection because you girls are a little broke right now. There was so many things I wanted to pick up. Like, I wanted the bronzer, I wanted the eyeshadow quad, I wanted the lip gloss, I wanted everything from this collection. It was so beautiful. But I'm on a budget right now and I'm trying to do good. And the fact that I even got all of this new crap is bad. So shame on me, shame on me. But I love doing this stuff. So sometimes I just can't help myself. But I did pick up the Crystal Glaze Gloss. And I got the very last one that they had in stock. I was so excited. I was like, thank God I got here when I did. So it is absolutely beautiful. It comes in this cute little box. Says Aladdin on it. Which I'm going to keep the box because it's so pretty. And then you open it up and it's got this beautiful flower on there. If I can get it out of the ring light. There we go. Can you see that? So we're just gonna top off our lipstick today with this and just see just what kind of glossy look this is gonna give us. And the shade in this, by the way, the shade number is called Number One Wish, which I think is adorable. So this stuff is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It just gave this nice, clear, sheen, glossy look to that lipstick, which was already super duper creamy, and now it just looks so juicy and so plump. I just want to eat myself. It looks so amazing. I'm so impressed with this. I'm so glad that I picked it up. Oh my gosh. Mwah. Mwah. I love it. I love it. So if I could stop knocking things off of my desk for a second, I could wrap this video up. Alright guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. I really like a lot of these products. Let's just do a quick run through of the products that I used. So I did the Laura Mercier Flawless Radiance Foundation, which was actually a pretty good shade match. Surprise, surprise. Love it. Thought that was great. I also used the Marc Jacobs Accomplice Concealer, which is something else that I really love. I cannot wait to keep using this in the future. It blew my freaking mind. We also tried out the Makeup Forever powder, the Matte Velvet Skin Powder, and that is absolutely amazing as well. It has great full coverage. I mean, for a powder foundation, most of the time I don't expect much out of them. But this one right here really surprised me. It really gave me full coverage. It covered everything that I wanted it to. It did everything I needed it to. So we're loving that. And then we tried on our Nudestix Nudie Bloom in the shade Tiger Lily Queen, which is really beautiful. I just feel like I need to go in a little bit more heavy with it because it goes on really bright, but it's really sheer, and I don't think I realized just how sheer it is once you get to blending it out. So I just need to go in a little bit more heavy with it, and I think it'll be just fine. So next thing we have on here is our Natasha Denona Blush and Bloom palette. So it's called Blush and Glow palette, sorry. So we just used the highlight in here, just this shade, but I'm really loving it. Loving it so far. I cannot wait to play with this palette some more. Like, look at these shades. Like, they look super duper dark in the pan, like especially this one right here. But then when you get to blending it out, oh, there's eyeshadow there. It's like, look at this. It blends out super duper easily. So it's like, this is a totally wearable shade. So really excited to jump into this in a new video. I hope that you guys are excited for that too. And then the last thing that we have is our lipstick and the Aladdin Collection Lip Glaze, which the combination, wonderful. I'm loving it. Loving the colors. Like, I think alone, this is going to be beautiful, but layered over anything, it just really just adds that nice juicy plumpness that you're missing from anything dry. So that is going to be it. I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it up with you guys. I hope that you really enjoyed the video. If you did, then go ahead and give me a thumbs up. You know, I greatly appreciate it. And if you want to see more stuff like this and you want to support me, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button because you know I greatly appreciate it. If not, I mean, rude, but that's okay. I understand. Some people just don't like makeup. Some people don't like me. That's okay. You don't have to like me. You don't have to like makeup. But if you do, please support the channel, subscribe. I appreciate it. So hopefully you'll be seeing a lot more of me, and I'll be seeing a lot more of you very soon. All right? I love you guys. Peace out.